Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am going to be testing out the KVD Planet Fanatic eyeshadow palette. So this has been out for ages. This is not a brand new release, but recently Boots had it part of their kind of like £10 Tuesday deals that they tend to do on their website, and I was like, I've been wanting to try this for so long, and so I picked it up. And it's a really interesting palette. Like, I mentioned this quite a while ago that I really wanted to test it out because it's such an interesting idea where pretty much 100% of it is recyclable. And of course KVD are known for being vegan and environmentally friendly as much as you can be in the makeup business, but I just really like the color selection as well, and the fact that you can use them as like wet liners and, you know, make them more shimmery. But yeah, so as I mentioned, I got this for £10 and I'm just super excited to try it. So I do have other KVD stuff that I want to try because I don't actually have a full face, which is really annoying. I don't have the blush. I don't know if they do highlighters. I don't think they do highlighters, but I don't have a blush. I was gonna buy one, but it ended up being like £24 for the tart, and I was like, no. So today I'm gonna start off on the eyes. I think the only thing that I'm gonna use as kind of like wet, like kind of shade is more for my shimmers, because I really want to see how the shimmers stand out. And I don't know if I can use that on the matte shades, because that'd be quite weird if you put it on the matte shades and they just look kind of dewy. I don't really think that's my kind of vibe. So let's start off with, we're kind of doing like a purple look today, because I haven't really done a purple look in kind of a while, and those are the colors that are kind of standing out to me. They're not really many red shades. I'm gonna put up some swatches here like I always do before I forget, and we're gonna start off with this shade, which is called Igneous. Sure. I don't know, but yeah, it's so strange. KVD have been a brand that have been coming out with a lot, but also not much at the same time. I know recently they've just come out with their new what they call their liquid lipsticks, which I did get one and I really love, but they kind of have been, I don't know what else they've brought out recently. I think they came out with some liners, and they came out with the liquid lipsticks, which is, you know, fair enough. If they come out with more, that'd be really nice, but they tend to be quite kind of, I'm not going to say they're high end, because they're not really high end. You can get them in Boots now, well, you can get them in Boots for a while, and you can also get them on, okay, I saw you still can get them on Feel Unique, which is essentially now Sephora, like in the UK. I have ordered some stuff, so I don't know if the video will be up before this one or after this one, but I am doing a video with some new Sephora stuff, which was an interesting purchase, so I'll talk about that when I get them. But talking about KVD, they've always been a brand that I've really liked, even when Kat Von D started the brand. Of course, we all know what happened with that, so I don't need to like really talk about it, but I always feel like it's such an interesting topic that keeps on popping up when people talk about this brand, because a lot of people just wanted, I'm making a mess here, the brand to kind of just, you know, start again. But I think if they had some really amazing products anyway, that I think it was a good idea for them to not kind of disappear and then come back. But the stuff that they're coming out with now, I still think is pretty decent. It's not like it's groundbreaking or anything different that's in the makeup community now. I just like the idea that they're trying to be as environmentally friendly as possible, but I still think that the some of the products are still plastic, I believe. Like, I was talking about the blush in the squeezy tube. That is, I believe, a plastic one. I could be completely wrong, but if you're trying to have products that are, you know, recyclable and cruelty free and stuff like that, you need to have hopefully everything fall within that. So next I'm going to go in with this shade just here, which is called Crater. So we're just going to take that. It's kind of more of a purpley shade than the first shade, because that one I kind of liked it as a transition, and it is quite nice. It's very pigmented. I don't have anything on my lid, so it's a nice way for me to kind of start this look and add some of the purples that I wanted to use, because when I first saw this palette, I was a bit like, it's an interesting look, and I didn't really like the kind of look of it. It was a bit unsettling because in between each shade there's kind of like a gap. So there's no like metal in here, and there's no glass, and there's no mirror and stuff like that, which is great. But the way it was kind of laid out, I was a bit like, it's a bit odd. But so far we're doing fine. Maybe next time I try this, I'll see if the matte shades can become like, if they do anything with the water, so that would be interesting. I don't know if that is the point of it. I don't know if someone has tried this palette and they've used it with like the water, please let me know, because I'm intrigued, but I don't want to mess up my look obviously for this video. So maybe I'll try it off camera, but we'll see. And this second shade is pretty nice. It's just, I'm just kind of blending it out to see how it works with the other one, and it's much lighter, so that's quite nice. Yeah, everything's pretty fine. I've never tried any of the KV, like even the Kat Von D one, their eyeshadow palettes. I've always been intrigued by wanting to purchase them, but they just didn't appeal to me that much, I feel. So I kind of just never got them. So I think now I am going to go in with this shimmer, which is called Biomass. So I'm going to take my, it's going to take a brush that I feel like would work so much better. So I'm going to put it in that, and then let's see how it works when I add a setting spray. So I'm going to use my Beauty Crop Aloe Mist setting mist. So we're just gonna like very slowly came out, and then we're just gonna, yeah, put this on here, see how this works. Ooh, smells, well, this smells very nice. It's got like a aloe vera infused, coconut infused, but this is, wow, that's super nice. See if I can add some more. The brush is already wet, so I'm probably not gonna add any more unless I feel like it's kind of run out for the other side. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, that's quite nice. There's no fallout, nothing. There's a bit of fallout when I tap my brush into the palette itself, but I think that's just like a given these days when it comes to certain palettes. Okay, so now that the water's kind of like worn off, I'm actually gonna go back in and just add a little bit more because I want both sides to match essentially. All right, that's so much better. Okay, I mean, even the shimmer without it is nice, but I feel like adding that extra oomph to it is so much nicer. So yeah, that's super gorgeous. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm actually going to add something to my inner corner because I feel like we can zazz it up maybe just a little bit, and I want to go in with this white shade here, which is called Permafrost. I still don't know what that means, but we're going to go in with this and just tap it on. The Boots website always have some really interesting products for like their £10 Tuesday, £10 Tuesday, or Tuesday 10 for £10 or something. They always have some really interesting bundles. Like they have a lot of their number 7 stuff in their bundles that are like really good, and they have some really odd things. But when I saw this palette, I was like, yes, I really want to try it. And I picked up a couple of other things. One product I'm going to use in another video, and one was like a shower gel, so not that interesting. But wow, even this is absolutely standing out. Very nice. So all good on the palette, I would say. Again, I want to try what the matte shades are like if I add any water to them. Again, if that will work or not work, I will have to see. But I'm going to tidy everything up, add a primer because I don't have a KVD primer, and then we'll get on with the rest of the face. Okay, so I just put on my primer. So I just used my NYX Marshmallow primer, which I absolutely adore because it just makes my skin feel so nice and soft. So let's go on to the foundation. So of course we're going in with our Good Apple foundation because I used to have, like back in the day, the original like KVD foundation, which I wore on like my wedding day, and just one that I absolutely love, but I had it for way too long. And of course when it comes to certain makeups you need to get rid of them, so I have used this so many times on my channel, but I do love just using it on like these type of videos. But what I like to do is use the sponge, because I feel like it picks up enough product that I need, and it gives me such a better coverage. And of course, because I have such red skin because of my rosacea, this foundation I think is great. It's not too harsh, and with the primer I think it works really well to kind of get everything a bit soft looking and not too harsh, so not too drying. So let's get this on. I know a lot of people have been very here and there about this foundation, which is completely understandable, because I feel like when it first came out I was kind of interested, but then I was like, all right, we'll see what the reviews are like and what people think of it, and it came out to be quite a mixed bag. And then I thought I'm going to try it anyway, because at the time I wanted to try a new foundation, and this I have no regrets about buying. I know a lot of people are very annoyed that it wasn't what they thought it was, but I still quite enjoy it. It's still a bit too light for me. It's in the shade 004, but I've mentioned this so many times, but when I purchased it, it was the lightest shade that they had, because everything else was sold out, and I didn't want to get a deeper tone because it wouldn't have matched me. So we're going to go in with the concealer next, and I think this has got the opposite of the foundation, where a lot of people do like this more. And again, I really like this concealer. I think it works really nicely. It's got a really nice doe foot, which is so nice and small, and you can really get into certain corners if you wanted to just get into like a little place instead of a little place. What am I talking about? It's been quite a few days. It's been like almost a week and a half since I've actually filmed, and me getting back into the flow takes me a while to start talking how I would normally do to a camera, as opposed to how I talk to people in real life, because I've been working and because I haven't had a chance to like film properly. And so I've been out of a loop. I have been uploading normally, because when I film I like to bulk film my videos for moments where I can't film, so I know that I have something to actually put out. Not that I have a schedule, but I always like to keep my channel going, because I'm slowly getting more people subscribing, which I'm really happy about. So thank you for those who have subscribed. I really appreciate it. And to the new subscribers, hello, please do subscribe. That'd be lovely. So this is looking all right. I think I've added way too much at the bottom of my concealer, so it was looking a bit pale, but we'll set it out with the powder. So I'm going to go in with my really kind of old KVD powder, and this is still the Kat Von D one, which I do need to get rid of, but I don't think I've had it for like the crazy long time, because I got it in Boots when it was like, I think it was like £10 or something like that. And it's a nice powder, so it's not like it's I'm keeping it for the sake of it. I just really like the way it works, and it's really pale on me too. But one thing I have noticed as well, at the beauty outlet they do have some KVD stuff, like the Kat Von D stuff, as opposed to the KVD, because I think with the KVD, like, it's not that much of an older brand now. Like, how long has it been out? I don't even remember, but I remember when they rebranded, and I can't imagine it being that long ago. I think one of the first things that they brought out was the foundation, because they essentially, well, obviously rebranded and then called it whatever it's bloody called now. I can't even remember. It's like, yeah, anyway, I'm actually going to go off camera and put on a blush and highlighter, because like I mentioned, I don't have any KVD ones. We'll end on the eyes, and then the finale on the lips. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, and this is probably one of the best eyeliners. I don't think I even need to like talk about this liner, because everyone knows how good it is. Like, if you follow makeup and if you know about like the OG KVD liner, then you know how good this one is. I haven't tried, I mean, I don't know if the one from the new KVD is the same one. I'm sure it is, otherwise I think a lot of people would probably have mentioned it, because I personally haven't purchased a new one, because this one is still doing good. Like, I haven't had any problems with this drying up, and I haven't had it as long as I would think. I think it's like all the remaining stock that they had maybe like a year ago or something, and I picked it up. I think I got it part of a bundle with the mascara. So this is the Go Big or Go Home, and again this still has Kat Von D's name on it, but I mean it hasn't run out, so there's no reason I feel just yet to get rid of it. And again, it is a little bit older, but hopefully it won't mess up my face or anything. Hopefully it still works just as good. And yeah, and this mascara I do really like. I probably would like to get the bigger version because it's, again, it's one of the only mascaras that actually give me some volume when I never get it really from anything else. So right, my makeup is looking terrible around here because it's a really warm day and I don't have my fan on, and my top lip is just a mess. But anyway, we're going to end on the lips now. So this is one of their new liquid lipsticks, and I have tried this before. This is the Everlasting lipstick in the shade Branberry. So there's a release of like so many different shades, but I picked this one up and it is slightly lighter than I thought it was, but it's still pretty good, and I think it's like 18 or 19 pounds. So yeah, I'm just gonna get this on. It actually is a really comfortable formula, so it does really last all day, and yeah, it's a really nice just small doe foot and just works really well. So let's get this on. Okay, perfect. So that was like so simple just to put it on, and I really do love this shade. And like I mentioned before I started putting it on, it really does last all day. Like it does feel a little bit drying sometimes, like when you're kind of like waiting for it to dry down, which is I guess normal with liquid lipsticks, but it's so pigmented and it's stunning. So this is my finished look. I think I'm looking a little bit pale because I wish I did buy their blush, and you know, they know that they have like a contour, liquid contour as well, which I'd love to try one day. But the eyeshadow palette, which is obviously the main reason that I wanted to do this video, does look super duper nice. So it does have really nice pigment to it. I think the shimmers are gorgeous, but of course I used the setting spray, so that would have given it a bit more oomph. Let me know if you have tried it before, because I know it's not a brand new palette, so I'm sure a lot of people would have probably purchased it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and hope to see you guys very soon. Bye bye.